Imagine a world where everybody is connected. Imagine a world where somebody in Japan can do a transaction with somebody in the United States without high banking fees. Imagine a world no longer ruled by greedy corporate banks. There's going to become a time when we think of central banks in the same way we think about calling an operator to talk to a friend on the phone. This weird, annoying entity that came between us and the things we actually wanted. You aren't going to drown in fees anymore. You aren't going to borrow money from a bank. You aren't going to fight a half a dozen middlemen. It'll just be you and your money anywhere on earth. And once this happens, cryptocurrency could very well make the US dollar obsolete. Once people understand how easy this is and get used to it, the demand for legacy money controlled by a government and bank is going to plummet like a rock. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrency.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night recap call for the 5-day challenge. My name is Brandon Ivy from Los Angeles, California. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share a suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to go into. Now, we are tonight streaming everywhere tonight on YouTube, multiple Facebook groups, and Twitter. We're also, I don't think we did this last month, but we've got the VIP room up and running. So you see all the VIP members on the screen right now. So everybody on the Facebook side and the YouTube side, you can see what the VIP looks like. And I've got to make sure that our microphone is on because I am doing multiple things now with streaming on StreamYard and Zoom. So if you guys can hear me clearly, please type Y in the chat box as well. If you can hear me clearly. Good. Thank you. Let's see. So we've got Van Hairston is on the line from New Jersey. There we go. All right. Let's see. Van Hairston from New Jersey. Elvis from Corpus Christi. Sue Williams from Utah. Demetrius Turner from Texas. Patty Gucci from San Diego. Marnita, yes. Marnita, Sue Williams, Laura from Maryland, Margaretta, Pat Amy, Beverly Perkins, Shirley Matthews from New York, Demetrius Turner, Derek Alexander from the land with the second largest boiling lake in world Dominica. A boiling lake? What is that, a volcano sitting on top of? Beverly from Arlington, Texas. Brian Matthews from Dominica. Yashika from Georgia. Good evening. Sasha is coming in. I see her coming into the room, as well as Chris Shield and Laura. Everybody's still piling in. I think a lot of people came from the ILCA marketing call with James that just happened. Sasha's nodding her head, yes. All right. So last week we finished our 5-day challenge for the month of May. And from what you guys have been telling me, that was the best 5-day challenge we've had so far. And some of you have been here since January, February, March, April, and May. And I'm going to tell you that we're going to make June even better. Each month is going to get better and better. We're going to be doing a lot of more things with you guys. And at the end, I'll share, what those other things are. What's the direction for ILCA? But first, as a recap, last week, one of the things that I loved is that it is not just me talking. We have panelists. We have other leaders that are able to come on and share their story. And I'm trying to rotate as much as I can and bring on board new people each month to share new stories that you guys can relate with. But what I did not do, though, last week was actually share my story. And on the recap call, I like to share my story with everyone as to how we got to where we are now, and a little bit about the recap of what we covered last week. So if those of you who know me, next month, June, next month of that, July 13th, I will celebrate my 10-year reunion or anniversary of retiring from corporate America. I can't believe it's been 10 years. I got to thank God for that. 10 years of freedom. I remember the day I walked off my job, July 13th, 2012. And my boss looking at me like I was crazy. I went in there with shorts on and flip-flops and a T-shirt. And normally it's business casual or business style. And I didn't care. It wasn't that I was trying to be disrespectful, but I was trying to prove a point. And that this was one of the best days of my life, walking off my job and working for myself. And then trying to explain to my father that walking off my job didn't mean that I'm on the couch all day. It means that I'm working for myself now. I create my own journey. And speaking of my father, happy Memorial Day for everybody that celebrated today. I did a live stream in my city earlier today where both my grandfathers' names were written on the soldiers' roll call, and that was very touching, a touching moment. My dad's father and my mom's father, William Gilbert Ivy and Jesse Lee Robinson, their name was read, and I thought that was a real cool moment. So if you didn't have a chance to see that, you can look at my live stream earlier, skip all the way to the 43-minute mark, and you'll hear their names being rung and the bell being tolled because they're no longer with us today. And wow, it's been so long. I've lost them more than 20 years ago. And so I want to make sure that we honor all of our not only our veterans, but those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. And that's what today is all about. And so my father, my father never served in the military, but he was one of those that believes I need to be working a job for the rest of my life because that's what we're told to do. And I had different plans. But before I was able to walk off my job, 24 years ago this year, I was a senior at Morehouse College, and I was exposed to network marketing from a friend of mine, another Morehouse brother of mine named Robert Brown. And we joined an opportunity that changed my life, not financially, because I didn't make any money in that company. I couldn't figure out how to sell the product. I couldn't recruit anybody to save my life. I had a little bit of success, but not the major success, not anything that was really impactful. And but I learned, and I met lifelong friends and mentors in that opportunity. And you got to hear from two of them this week, Mr. Steve Carter and Mr. Byron Nelson. Both of those gentlemen hit the top of that company, made millions of dollars. And I learned from directly underneath them. And that teaching got me to where I am today. But I never gave up, even though I didn't make any money. It took me 10 years. It wasn't until really 2011 that I started to have a turnaround. 2010, where I came back on the scene with some success. And it took from 2010 to 2012 that I walked off my job. And I've been off my job ever since. Now, one thing about direct sales and network marketing is you can make millions and you can lose millions. You can reach the top, you can be at the bottom. And a lot of things are outside of your control, especially when you're dealing with CEOs and corporate staff that have other plans than what they either preach to everybody or what you thought was going to happen. You think you're going to be there forever. It's a legacy company, and they got different plans. And I got tired of that rat race. We had the 9-to-5 job rat race, doing the same thing over and over again, yet expecting a different result. How many of you can relate to that? Doing it every single day. It's like Groundhog Day. So when I got to crypto or network marketing, eventually it was the same thing for me. It was like every 3 to 6 months, I'm starting all over again. And I got tired of that. And I wanted to move into the investment world, let my money work for me. See, we learn how to leverage people in direct sales, but we never learn how to leverage money. So I learned how to leverage money, or I wanted to learn how to leverage my money. Robert Kiyosaki talks about that, the cash flow quadrant. And I decided to get into what industry was it making happen? It was Bitcoin and crypto. Now, make no mistake, I didn't believe in this. I heard we all had a day one in Bitcoin and crypto. The first time I heard about Bitcoin, I think the year was 2000. First time I ever heard the word was 2010. I actually looked at it was 2012. And it was worth around $100 or so at the time, maybe a little less than that. And I remember thinking, what is this all about? I was watching some tech TV or so, and they were talking about these guys that took their gaming rigs and they modified their gaming rigs into Bitcoin mining machines or mining Bitcoin. I was like, what is this? Looked like I say it all the time. It was online monopoly money being used by nerds who live in their mom's basement playing World of Warcraft or Dungeons and Dragons. If you guys watch the series on Netflix right now, Stranger Things, one of their big things is playing Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s. So that's what I thought they were doing. I didn't think there was anything real to it. 2014, I really caught my eye because a business partner she was on my team in Japan made national news for having the first Bitcoin ATM machine in her restaurant. Her restaurant's called the Pink Cow in Tokyo, and she's from San Francisco. And I said, wow, how cool is that? And I actually congratulated her on Facebook. And you know how Facebook has those 1 year anniversaries every day of whatever you posted a year ago so that you can see what it looks like now. And every year, it was like, I think sometime in July or August, I made that post. It pops up every year. Every year. Did I buy Bitcoin in 2014? No. I remember 2015, the company I was a part of, the CEO, said, hey guys, because I had a large team growing in Nigeria. And the biggest problem we had was figuring out how to pay commissions for those in Nigeria, especially those that didn't have a bank account. And there's so many hoops you have to do. You got to have a bank account worth at least $100,000, and you've got to have a physical office in the country. You need to have a natural-born Nigerian that has access to the account that you can trust. You know, that you have to do the currency conversion rate. But what about those that are living in the villages and don't have access to bank accounts or ATM machines? How are we going to get money there? And he saw it. He said, why don't we just use Bitcoin? And we had a special Circle of Champion leaders call. And I remember him talking about Bitcoin to solve all this. And us leaders said, are you crazy? We're not messing with Bitcoin. That was 2015. I said no. 2016. Bitcoin got to $640 a coin. I said, hey, well, you know what? Let me mess around with this. I bought 3 Bitcoin for $640. That was September 2016. December 2016, I sold those 3 Bitcoin because they got up to $870 a coin in December 2017. And that was at the second highest it had ever been. I was like, whoa, yeah, I need some Christmas presents. So I sold my 3 Bitcoin, not knowing what I was doing. And I sold them for Christmas presents. That was a little less than what, $3,000 or so? Biggest mistake. Biggest mistake. You know what I just heard today? You know, a billionaire was talking about that in 10 years from now, Bitcoin will be worth $2 million a coin. Imagine if I just held those Bitcoin. But 1 year later, December 2017, Bitcoin got to $20,000 a coin. So I learned a lesson. But I also learned that I need to know what this thing is all about. So I started to ask questions to people that were making millions. Like you guys, I saw on Facebook, people posting about these Bitcoin opportunities, how somebody was broke and now they're rich. And if you join this and if you join that, I was like, what's going on here? People are making a lot of money very fast with this. But I wanted to understand it. And nobody can answer the question. Their only answer to me was Bitcoin keeps going up. And in the year 2017, that's exactly what it did. It went from 1,000 to 20,000 by the end of the year. It just kept going up. But I said, all right, I need to learn this. There was no ILCA to teach me. There was no academy to teach me. The closest thing that I got involved in was a trading company called iCoin Pro that was teaching you how to trade, but they didn't have crypto education. They had a couple of paragraphs about what cryptocurrency is that you can pull off of Google. And so I went through 6 months of teaching myself, only to come to 2 conclusions, or 3 conclusions. One, 50% of the information that I was receiving was incorrect. It was wrong. And the second thing is that blockchain technology represents or is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today, whether we like it or not. Our opinion is irrelevant. We turn on the TV right now, we're seeing it. The third thing I learned is that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. So I said, I have enough information that I need to make this my future. But I didn't get started with $50,000 and $100,000 or anything like that. No, like friends of mine that did. In fact, I was at one of the lowest points in my business career. That summer, I had already retired from network marketing, so I didn't have my network marketing income coming in anymore. I was working on a real estate financial deal with some partners of mine that had it gone through, this was a big, big deal. I had $500,000 coming my way by the end of the summer of 2016. 17. And my plan was I was going to take 50% of that, put it in my bank. The other 50%, $250,000, is what I was going to use to enter the cryptocurrency world with my education. I had grand plans, it all laid out. I knew exactly what I was going to do. And we were 99% done with that deal. 99% done. It came down to one signature that needed to be signed in Rotary at a certain date. The individual that had to sign it went on a vacation, decided to extend the vacation and not come back as planned because they were having so much fun. He extended his vacation and was like, "Don't worry, I'll get it when I get back." Oh no, he did not get it when he got back. He missed the deadline. And when you miss the deadline, we have to start over. This is a 3-month process because it expired. 3 months process to do it all over again. That's another 3 months of people getting cold feet, buyer's remorse, and going through that whole process. And I'm now down to my last penny. No money. And I had to come up with a solution. Even if I decided to go back to network marketing, I knew I had the skills. Once you learn certain skills, and this is what James Henderson teaches you guys with the ILCA marketing, I knew I can be back at $10,000 a month or more within 60 to 90 days of any opportunity that I joined. I didn't have 60 to 90 days. I needed to pay rent next week. I borrowed money from my father, and that was one of the worst things that I wanted to do because he already had it in his head that I don't believe in what my son is doing is going to work. So to go to him to have to say, "Hey, Dad, I need some help." Now, of course, he's going to help his son. But I get that look like, "What did I tell you? I told you, you're a grown man with a family and you're asking me for money because you decided to make this decision and I told you it's not a good decision." Another thing that I did is that I went to go get another job. And you may not have experienced this yet. If you're working a 9-to-5 job and you're busting your butt, you're doing everything to put food on the table, your worst nightmare is getting that pink slip or getting laid off or fired. But if you're an entrepreneur and you've been working from home, your worst nightmare is having to go back to get a 9-to-5 job. That was my nightmare. And I had to do what I had to do. I was in the management program for DirecTV? Yeah, DirecTV. And to do the managing program, they wanted me to go to different grocery stores, Costco's, Target, Walmart's, the big mega ones, walk the floor and try to talk to people, cold market, and convince them to use the DirecTV system. And I had to do a certain number of sales. And it was mentally, it shakes me up even thinking about it right now. The amount of stress that I was under, the depression that impacted my health. And I tried to put on a smile anyway. And the day after 2 weeks of training, the day I was supposed to start the first day on my job, I took a picture of myself. And this is the picture. And there's me with the DirecTV shirt on, with my little badge. I think that badge had a picture of me on it. I don't remember. I was out of shape, depressed, and I was trying to put a smile on for my family because I didn't want them to be stressed like that I was at. I had things under control, but they had no idea how hard it was for me. And I got that little DirecTV name tag on. Right after I took that photo, I was walking to my car and I stopped and I said, "No, I'm not doing this." I made a decision and said, I am not going backwards. I've come too far to let it slide and go backwards. I made a decision that I was going to make this happen. This crypto thing, I'm going to make it happen. I turned around, took that shirt off, and threw it in the trash. We fast forward. I never started, so technically I never got that job. We fast forward 4.5, 5 years later, and then oops, bring that up back up again. I look like this from that one decision to change my life. Now I'm wearing a shirt like the DirecTV, but it doesn't say DirecTV right here. This is the Ivy League Crypto Coaching Academy, my own company. So you're only one decision away from changing your life. Is it scary? Yes. Is it a guarantee? No. But the one thing that I can guarantee is I can fall on my training. And I know if I keep moving forward, you have no choice but to succeed. Even when everyone's always looking for the guarantee out there. The only guarantee is when you're on the 9-to-5 job that you're going to get that check every 2 weeks. That's not going to make you wealthy. In fact, here's the stats. The Federal Reserve already says this. 97% of all Americans will retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. 97%. Most Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account. Most Americans cannot survive a $400 emergency without going into debt. That was the Federal Reserve. But then you know what the Federal Reserve just came out with this week? They said that 46%, well, first, 12% of all Americans are involved in crypto. 12%. 46% of those 12% are earning more than $100,000 a year. That means if you're in crypto, just by playing the numbers, you have almost a 50% chance that you're doing more than $100,000 a year. I like those odds much better than the 9-to-5 one that we're taught since grade school. So that should mean that, first, congratulations, tap yourself on the back, give yourself a round of applause that you have positioned yourself in an industry that has a 50% chance of you having a 6-figure a year income that can change your life if you choose to take advantage of it. The other half is mostly because they don't have crypto education. So it starts with the education. And so we fast forward in 2017, August 31st or 30th, I did my very first trade with $30. $30. And I flipped that $30 into 6 figures in a couple of months. And a lot of people, when the market went from 20,000 down, lost a whole lot of money. I made more money when the market came down than when it was going up. But I saw that there was no education out there. The people didn't know what was going on. So we created crypto educational content so that everybody can at least have a chance. See, what most of us want in life is just an opportunity. Just give me a chance. Don't put any barriers against me. Don't ding me because I'm a woman. Don't ding me because of my race or my sex or my ethnicity or my ability to communicate or do I have a college degree or not. I just want a chance, an equal opportunity. And if you give me that, I will work hard and I will go for it. There's only one industry in the world where that is possible, where there is no human interaction to intervene and stop you, and that is cryptocurrency because of blockchain technology. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what language you speak. The only requirement is 3 things, and everybody already has 2 of them. One of them is a cell phone. I can drive by Skid Row, downtown Los Angeles, and see all the homeless people at night with the lights on because they all have cell phones. The second thing is access to the internet. Most people have access to the internet one way or another. The third is the most challenging part. That third step is a willingness to learn. That's the most challenging. You see, the reason why most people are where they are right now is because of the way they think, their mentality. You can't change the things in your life until you change the things up here. This is where it starts. And most people aren't willing to make that change. They're skeptical, jaded. They think everything's a scam. Everyone's out to get them. They're not willing to have an open mind. And then when they do, they're not willing to take action. There's a whole bunch of people that are looking at crypto from the sidelines but afraid to step on the court. and they watch it go from here to here to here to here. And they say, I was there when it happened. Really, did you take action with it? No, I was a little scared. And it's okay to be scared because we all have a beginning. I was scared to do my very first trade, and it was only $30. It took me 2 days to hit the start button or the trade button. 2 days for $30. But I did it. I had to overcome that to be able to live the lifestyle that we want to live, where now I can celebrate 10 years of freedom from my job and 5 years in crypto, 7-figure earner and beyond. It's created our own company. Speaking of that, we created our own company, Ivy League Crypto or Coaching Academy, where not only do we want to help you to learn about cryptocurrency, but actually earn at the same time. See, if I can help people make money, and that changes their lives, that's everything to me. I know the old principle: the more people you help make money, the more you make yourself. So that's how I come at this. And I wanted to do it in a way that my mom could understand. How many of you have ever been to a Bitcoin or a blockchain convention or expo before? Type me in the chat box. Because I remember the very first one I ever went to was in London, Blockchain Expo. And I remember being so excited. I sat in the audience listening to the experts on stage. And they started talking. They were having conversations with each other. And I'm sitting there like, what? What are they talking about? To me, it was like a foreign language. They were speaking NASA talk, scientific talk. It was relevant information, but the average people don't understand what they're talking about. And so I spend more time just walking around the booths, asking questions, not sitting in the lecture halls. I said, wow, what if there was education that people can understand? I like to say it in a way that my mom can understand. So we built the courses in a way that my mom can understand, pop-up book style. And that's what you see today. And I became a consultant for cryptocurrency companies. I wrote cryptocurrency educational videos, been used in multiple companies, University of Nigeria. And then I met James Henderson last year. Now, a lot of you guys as part of the community have had a chance to have a lot of one-on-one time with James. I called him up. It was March of last year, 2021. And I asked him a question. I said, James, I see what you're doing with your clients in the direct selling space and mostly, product-based companies. He's been CMOs of and creating funnels and marketing material for them. Where I knew his reputation. He generated 7, 8, and 9 figures for his clients. And I asked him a question. I said, have you done anything like that for anybody in the crypto space? And he said, no. In fact, not even in digital. He was not a crypto believer. In fact, he still is not a crypto believer. But he saw an opportunity as well. I said, what if I'm the first to do it? I said, I've got a ton of content. What I want to be able to do is put people's eyeballs in front of it. And I showed him what I was working with at the time. And I said, the goal was just to bring eyeballs to the content I have already created. The Bitcoin 101, Advanced, and How to Trade Bitcoin and Crypto. His marketing hat came on, and he had a bigger idea. He said, we can make you into the Tony Robbins of the crypto space. With your background, your skills, and the content that you have, you can reach a lot of people, because people, they don't just want to listen to a video. They want to be able to ask questions. They want to be able to have their hand held. They want that personal touch, that interaction. Let's go that route. Because there's plenty of people out there calling themselves gurus with content, but not too many people that's actually helping the community. I like that you were doing Bitcoin boot camps. He said, I didn't like that you were doing them for free. There's a way you can do this, but I like that you were doing Bitcoin boot camps. And so I said, then let me think about this. I didn't hire him immediately. I did have to think about it. So I didn't call him back until September of last year. And I said, let's do it. In fact, let's start planning it now. We'll launch in January of 2022. So we prepared from October, November, December, and we did our first 5-day challenge January of 2022, 5 months ago. 5 months later, we're here now. So this month, June, coming up, we're going to celebrate our 6th month. So what is in the 5-day challenge? Well, we know that a lot of people have a day one in crypto and they're confused. They think they know what it is. They hear about it from hearsay, whatever they see on the news and social media, and they might be afraid to ask questions. So we want to design it for that person first, and then also for the individual who thinks that they know everything about Bitcoin and crypto because they made some money in it. I got to tell you, just because you made money in crypto doesn't mean you're an expert in it. You just made money. You got lucky. And without education, that's a guarantee I can give you, is that you will lose that money. Most, if not all of it, if you don't have crypto education. I don't care how much money you make. I've seen people lose millions. In fact, we just did a crypto talk this past Saturday night where we talked about how to vet a company. There are companies that just crashed last week where people that used to make millions of dollars a month lost their income overnight, gone. Lost their savings, lost their house, lost their 401k. I read about another individual that because he didn't have crypto education lost $600,000 because he saved his private keys in his iPhone cloud and it got hacked. There's simple defenses for that. He didn't have the education for that. I've seen people lose $5,000 and $10,000 because they didn't know their private key or they moved one wallet to another wallet with the wrong address. Simple things that had they had the education, they would have avoided. Now they learn the hard way. I'm saying you don't need to learn by losing money. You will lose money somewhere along the way. It's part of the process. But you can minimize your losses with the education. So we've got to go back to the basics. You've got to know the fundamentals first. Everybody wants to run to the three-point line to shoot a three-pointer and be Steph Curry. But you've got to learn the fundamentals of what he does when the camera's not on him. How many hours he works dribbling and footwork and conditioning that allows him to run to the three-point line and shoot up a three. And then run back down the court before it goes in the basket so he knows it's going in. There's a process. So the 5-day challenge, we have day one, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? Who is the individual or group of people, he or her, that created Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? This is revolutionary technology. The conclusion was we don't know who did it. We just know that they're a genius. And I hope we never find out who created cryptocurrency, because then it becomes about that person, group, or entity, and whatever their politics and religion and sex and gender and all that stuff is, instead of the cause itself. We encourage everybody to read the Bitcoin white paper. If you're in crypto, you'd be surprised how many. I met one guy. He's made like $4 or $5 million in Bitcoin. He's never read the Bitcoin white paper. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I'm just in it for the money. Okay. On the second night, we talked about what is blockchain technology. If 12% of Americans are in crypto, only 4% of those even know what blockchain technology even is. What is blockchain technology? There is no Bitcoin without the blockchain. Blockchain is like the railroad tracks. Bitcoin is a train running on top of it. It's like the internet and then Facebook. Without the internet, there's no Facebook, there's no Twitter, there's no YouTube, there's no streaming video, there's no Netflix. You need the internet connection for all of that. So blockchain is that baseline foundation. It is a third ledger. It is technology that eliminates the middleman. It is based on math and programming instead of personal beliefs and manipulation. On the third night, we talked about what is cryptocurrencies. You know, Bitcoin. Everybody heard of Bitcoin. There's more than 13,000 tokens out there. What are they? How do they work? What is the new evolution of money? What is the future of money going to look like? Because the future of money is not going to be in the form of a check or cash. Cash is going bye-bye. We already deal with plastic. You know, we're used to having these type of debit cards. But cash, physical cash is going goodbye. The new revolution or evolution of money is digital. Everything is going digital. So we talked about that. What is cryptocurrency? How it works? What's the difference between central CBDCs, digital, crypto, banking, and all that? Anything crypto, we covered that on the third night. The fourth night, we talked about unlocking cryptocurrencies. How do you buy it? How do I? This is all great, but how do I get involved myself? How do I get my first wallet? How do I move it around? What are wallets? What's the best type of wallet to use? What's the difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet? Hot storage and cold storage? What's the difference between custodial and non-custodial? What exchanges should I use? What's KYC? What does two-factor authentication mean? What about security? We covered all that stuff, the basics, which unfortunately a lot of people skip that step and go, I want to be rich. And they skip the basics. That's when they end up losing. And then on the fifth day, we covered unlock or how to become successful with crypto, how to create a crypto success story. And that is what we talked about on day 5 about making your short-term goals, your long-term goals. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 months, 6 months, a year? All the 4 rules that you need to live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get a return on your investment back as fast as possible. Rule number 4, where do you see yourself in the future? Having a game plan and taking action. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee your success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. And you know what? I'm doing something different. This is not planned, but I'm going to ask for 1 or 2 volunteers of those of you who are VIPs. 1 or 2 volunteers. Can anybody that's brave enough to share with the community, what did they learn from the 5-day challenge, or how do they see the 5-day challenge as being important that people want to be a part of? Did anybody have any aha moments that you'd like to share? Well, Derek, I see you got your hand raised up. Derek, go ahead and unmute yourself. You should be able to. Okay, no problem. Anybody else? Anybody want to share? Mr. Randall, go right ahead. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Steve. Next, Miss Casa, go right ahead. Yes, I can.
for people around me. And so now with this 5-day challenge, it feels like where I took something simply of myself, I have this whole project. Now I can tell people, hey, I don't have to talk about this. I can show you and point you to a place where you can actually get information for it on it, and it's pretty for free. And like you already said, how I can have for free on information if nobody has it. So that's why I feel as a 5-day challenge is important. Not only to give you information, but to create.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Ms. Casa. Next is Shirley Matthews. Shirley, go right ahead.
Hi. I was introduced to the 5-day challenge from Mr. Nelson, and I want to tell you, I knew what a wallet was. And I just want to go down a few things. However, this community of knowledge and what you're teaching, I would have never gotten on my own. Never in a million years. First of all, I don't have the time that you had to study, but you put it in a program where we can take sections of it and go back and revisit it and so forth. And also, what really got me was the decentralized and centralized wallet that you don't own. If it's a decentralized, right? You own it. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's decentralized. You own it.
Okay. Decentralized, you own it, and decentralized. Like I only knew about Coinbase and Robinhood. So I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. But I didn't know that I didn't know what I had, even whatever I purchased with Bitcoin, and that they could basically say I can't have access to my money if I wanted to do anything with it. And then also learning between what you gave the example of the Bitcoin movement survived without a blockchain and the train and the railroad tracks and the train. That really hit home for me. And also in the process, I learned that there are you can't put a Bitcoin in a Tron and all of this. You can lose your money and all of this, and you have to be very careful in what you're doing and not be so greedy. Because I think greed is what will put us in a position of losing. Yes, you could lose, but at least you have the knowledge base. If you lost something, you know how to regain it back. But when you lose something that you have no knowledge about, there's no way to recover from that. And that's why some people, when they lose in cryptocurrency, they don't even go back and try to do it again. I mean, we all have ups and downs. This community is a very good community. Some people on this community have helped me through my process. So I'm trying to teach my grandchildren. Yes, I have 2 grandchildren. But I'm trying to teach my grandchildren to be independent and not work for anybody. They're 7 and 3. But my 7-year-old already has an entrepreneur mentality. But what I'm learning from you, and when I implanted in him, he will be forcefully recognized also. Hopefully come back and get your testimony and stuff.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Matthews, for sharing that. And Shirley said something very important. She said community. That is what ILCA is all about. This is not the Brandon Ivy show. This is a community. This belongs to all of you. And we are all here to help. And the stronger our community is, the more benefits and the more, what's the word I want to use? Assets, because you have assets and liabilities. The greater the asset of our community is, by the larger that we get, because now we have a talent pool of more individuals that have great backgrounds in many diverse fields, and you're bringing your talents to the community to share. And so the goal is every single month, we want to make the 5-day challenge bigger and bigger and bigger and bringing more community. I think that we all could agree that if more people listen to this type of information, it's going to be beneficial to them, especially since there was no cost to being a part of the 5-day challenge outside of your time. And sometimes time is more important than money. But so congratulations to those of you who did take time out of your day to be here. Oh, we got Miss Sherry Sullivan wants to share something. Go ahead, Sherry.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and Brandon. I just want to share a young lady who I invited for this 5-day challenge, and she was like, Sherry, I don't understand all this. And I said, you know what? Y'all had it day one. And I was like, I was just where you are for a couple months back. And it just brought me back to see in these short months how much I've learned by coming over and over. Each time as the community grows, there's we just learn more. And then when I find myself, I know that I can actually help someone. And I was just in their spot just a few months ago. So I told her, hey, this is the first one, come on again, and then it will start clicking. So we all had that first one. This started in January. We all had this first of training. And I remember being at VIP in January, no one said anything. Because we didn't know what to say. Everybody was so quiet. We had Sue was laughing. She was like, so we didn't have a question. And look how the community has grown so fast that people have questions. You know what I mean? That they have some more experience. So it's a great community to tap into. And Brandon, what you're doing, the support system here is great. And I tap in because we are all here to help each other.
All right. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, Mr. Shorter. This was his first 5-day challenge. So, Mr. Shorter, go right ahead.
Brandon, I just want to say these 5 days, and it was amazing. I was traveling, and I think I mentioned to you on Friday, I was in San Francisco at the pier with my son, and I was like, you know what? I told one of the families that was with us, I said, I need you to watch my son while we walk. If he gets lost or he pulls away from me, just grab him. I'm on a conference call. I got to continue listening to this information that's going to benefit not only me, but him and his children long term. So I just want to say thank you. But I do want to say what I learned 3 levels of responsibility. One, I learned how to be responsible so that I don't make the wrong mistakes when it comes down to those amounts. That's important because I've heard over the years of people lose their money because they didn't keep up with that. So I'm learning that. I'm not saying I have it all together, but I have a lot more clarity when it comes to that. Number 2, I've learned how to be responsible when it comes down to getting out the companies that we invest into. Because that part is important as well. A lot of people, as you might go over the years, it's easy to point the finger and blame somebody else for your lack of responsibility. I'm learning how to be responsible when it comes to vetting out companies. And I'm also, number 3, learning how to be more responsible to the people I tell this to. I have a cousin that was in Seattle, just came to a ton of money. Doing really well for stuff right now, but we've been talking for the last few years about cryptocurrency investing in, downside deals off of each other. But when I shared this with him, I was so excited. I felt like I did 2% more than I ever knew before. And it was enough to get him so excited that he signed up, paid $97 yesterday as well. He said, man, I'm excited. You got me excited about learning because that's the key, education, so that we can make wise choices. So I just want to say I learned those 3 levels of responsibility. And I'm sure everybody else will say
Thank you, Mr. Shorter. And to piggyback on what he said as well as what Sherry said was when we all had to have a beginning. And we had a start where we didn't even know what questions to ask. Nobody had a question, even though we didn't know what's going on, but we didn't even know what question to ask. And when you see this repeatedly over and over and over again, all of a sudden things start clicking. One of my biggest joys is when I see you guys starting to have aha moments. And I love when you share your aha moments. I still have aha moments. I forgot what night it was. I think it was night 1. It was Satoshi Nakamoto. I wrote these courses. I have taught these courses hundreds of times. Yet, some reason when I did it again on Monday night, I had an aha moment when it came to when Satoshi Nakamoto came back and said, I am not Dorian Nakamoto. And then it hit me. He used the first word. He used me, I. But in the white paper, he never uses I. He uses we. So I thought that it was may not mean anything to you guys, but I've been researching that kind of stuff, and it was an aha moment for me. So you never stop learning. You never stop getting new skills. I guarantee this. You come back in June, on June 20th, on the next 5-day challenge, I guarantee you're going to hear or see something different than you did the very first time you saw it. Or it's going to make more sense to you now the second time than it did the first time. You're going to have more aha moments. And that is how you start to grow. But I don't want you just to come back for you next time. I want you to extend it, pay it forward, and invite others that need this information. And you only have to invite them for free. There's no cost to get this information. The 5-day challenge is free. Now, what's next? For those of you who have taken the 5-day challenge and you say, you know what? Yeah, I like what the Federal Reserve said. 46% of all crypto or people in America involved in crypto are making more than $100,000 a year. That's almost 50-50. And you say, I want to be in I want to learn. I want to be able to make money from this. What's next? Well, the first step is you got to become a VIP. VIP is a cost of one time $97. Once you're a VIP for life. So every time we do the 5-day challenge, you'll be on the Zoom side like everybody you see on the screen right now. These are all VIP members. If you're on the Facebook, these are all VIPs you see on the screen right now. The VIPs have an opportunity that when we stop the live stream, that we go into Q&A. They can ask questions. They're a part of our inner community. We do have a Facebook group, the People's Money Challenge, for everybody that registers, but we also have a Telegram group for all VIPs that you're interacting directly with myself, other panelists, our CMO, Mr. James Hendricks, ask questions, converse, we share things that's going on. So you want to be a part of that inner community as a VIP. One time, $97. It also allows you the opportunity to become a promoter, which means you can share this with others. Now, you can share it with others right now. You can give out the link, the same link you got, and share it with no problem. But how would you like to get paid for sharing something? See, we don't sell any products here, but we do share an opportunity to learn about crypto. And if they decide that they want to become a VIP, you're going to make money from that. Right now, I pay out 10% on level 1 and 5% on level 2. I'm about to increase that to 20%. And then down the road, I'm going to increase it even more than that for everybody, so that you now have an income coming in. I'm going to talk about that in just 1 second, but I'm just telling you what's next. You want to be a VIP and become a promoter, you can then share this and get paid for sharing it. The second thing is you want to become a part of the inner circle. What's the inner circle? Well, the inner circle is continuous learning, day to day. The crypto space is so wild and it's changing every day. I never run out of information. Whenever I do crypto talks, and I do them daily, Monday through Saturday. Monday through Friday, it is just for the inner circle. Saturday, it is for everybody, like I'm doing right now. I stream it live everywhere on Saturday. But Monday through Friday, it is just inner circle members only. Now, what are we covering in that inner circle? Well, I don't have to tell it off the top of my head. I can just show you. So let me pull up. So I'll just show you. What do you get for being in the inner circle? Well, ilcasecrets.com. We've got testimonials, and these aren't fake testimonials. These are real people from our community. My personal investments. Yeah, I actually show you a couple of my wallets. What have I shown so far? I've shown my Crypto.com wallet, my Trust wallet, Makara, Binance, Tron, I think I did before, a Tron wallet or Clever wallet. But I show my wallets. And we are making purchases and making moves live in front of all you guys. So you can see the moves I'm making, both short term and long term. Which one did we just see this morning that went up 10%? Project Galaxy. Yeah. Project Galaxy. We take notes. I've got pages and pages of notes of things that we do, moves that we make. On May 18th, I bought 1200 Gala. I also bought Ethereum. Let's see. We bought Flow. Let's see. Oh, Guy says Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Litecoin are most decentralized cryptos. Watch Mana to buy the dip. Watch Room. Bought AV. NFT research. Learn more about Bored Ape Yacht Club. No. I mean, this just goes on and on. Tony Day's prediction: Bitcoin to 25,000 by November. New bottom. That was on May 10th. We're about to hit that way before November. We might hit this by the end of June because we got the low, 26, 27,000 I think it got to before it popped right back up. So we cover that in Crypto Talk. Opportunity alerts. Whenever there's a new program that's coming down the pipe that we can investigate, we can check out if there's something that we might want to invest in. Research and insights, 100 plus hours of research, unlimited white papers. Tomorrow morning, we will be reading or looking over one white paper that Fallon brought to the table. I forgot the name of it. But tomorrow morning, we're going to be looking at a new white paper of a project. We have monthly challenge VIP access you get, Crypto Talks, 16 hours a month. Access to our thriving community. It's not just me, like I said. Fallon again brought a token about, 2 months ago? The Step in GMT token. My CMO got in on it and made $100,000 off of it in 30 days. That came from the community. You have Travis Lofties is always bringing things to the community. Then we have much, much more. The total value is $16,600 that you're getting for $29.97 a month. I read the news. I'm reading I read the reports. We read also CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. We look at exchanges. We even have our own news channel in our marketing system. So I cover the day-to-day geopolitics and all of that because what happens in the world can impact what's going on in the crypto market and give us a heads up on how to make our moves in our investments. Priceless information. And it's so much, I still can't even cover everything that's out there. This morning, I think I wanted to recover this one. 3 lucrative industries disrupted by crypto. We're going to cover that tomorrow morning. Read that again. 3 lucrative industries disrupted by crypto. Then we got recession or prolonged inflation. The Fed must decide between 2 policy mistakes. And then we've got crypto spam increases 4,000% in 2 years. So that goes back to what we covered on Saturday night, how to investigate and vet projects. So this is the type of things that we cover. You know what? Just to show one more time, we also look at CoinGecko to see what the market's doing. Something's happened in the market in the last couple of hours. Look at this. The last couple of hours, Bitcoin is up, crypto's up 6.7% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin has gone up to 31,500, 7.6% in 24 hours. Ethereum is up 10.2%. This is news. We're going to cover this tomorrow. Cardano's up almost 20%. If I opened up my wallet, which I'm not going to do right now because you guys got to be in the inner circle to see it, we made a big, I can look it over here. Let's see, that we'll show you guys tomorrow. What are we up to now? Oh, we made $1,200 in today. $1,200 in our wallets just today because of this last couple of hours. So we cover that stuff in our Crypto Talk. This is why you don't want to be outside of the inner circle. Now, those, $29 a month, another bill. Really, I spend more money on my Netflix and Disney Plus account for my kids on a monthly basis than access to this. My counterparts charge, there's another, I'm not going to say his name, there's another individual out there who charges $1,000 a month and you only get access to him once a week, 4 times a month for 1 hour, and he charges $1,000 a month. We're talking about $29.97, the inner circle. And as a promoter, if you share with anybody and they become part of the inner circle and a VIP, you're making money off of that. What happens next after that? We want you to be an inner circle. Well, your education continues because tomorrow is Tuesday. We have our founding members, and our founding members are people that have actually purchased our courses. We have Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, How to Trade Bitcoin and Cryptocurrencies, and the Internet of Things. 15 videos in each. Our videos are anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes long. You can stop, pause, and rewind it. Come as you go. Some people, it's taking them 6 months to go through all of them. My cousin Marnita did it in a weekend. She was that hungry to learn. I gave her the education. I said, get back to me when you're finished. 3 days later, she said, I'm done. I said, done with what? She said, the videos. I said, all of them. She said, yeah, I watched all of them. What? But she did it. So we're doing something different, though. We want to break it up, how we're currently doing the founding members. But every Tuesday and Thursday nights, those who purchase the courses, I do a live training for. I do a live training. And we go 2 hours from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 5 to 7 my time. We do 2 hours. And we're covering a lesson from whatever lessons we're on. Right now we're on Internet of Things. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I got 2 lessons for our group. And that's every Tuesday and Thursday. You're going to hear more about that coming up. Now I'm going to bring up Mr. Lofties, and then I'm going to tell you what's still coming up next. And Probus got his hand raised. So go ahead, Probus. Well, those of you who don't know, Mr. Lofties is a very integral part of ILCA. He's always helping out the community. He's got a heart of gold. He loves to travel. I think, man, I've been with 4 or 5 cities with you already this year, from Houston, Dallas to Miami. And he also walked off of his job because of crypto. And he's one of the ones I taught a trick years ago when Polonius was still in the United States. And I was doing, like he said, daily crypto talks for free. And I figured out a trick on Polonius on how to follow a bot. And that if you followed a bot and you did things a certain way, you would win on your trades most of the time just by following the bot. He picked up on that and started using it. But those are the things that you get by being a part of our inner circle. So what's happening next after the inner circle and becoming a founding member by purchasing our courses is that how would you like to learn how to market? I've been in the direct selling space for 24 years and never actually learned how to market. And I've been vice president of sales and marketing for 2 companies. But I learned how to do certain skills as far as branding myself, but not how to build funnels. I know how to use certain funnels, kind of. Well, we have in-house our own marketing system. And I'm going to show you, and stick around, guys, because you don't want to leave, because I'm going to be doing the Bitcoin giveaway in a second. ILCAmarketing.com. ILCA Marketing, the only all-in-one CRM system that's simple to use. This system is designed not just for you to build and create pretty capture pages and things like that, but to teach you the art of sales and marketing, where you can create a business out of thin air, out of literally going to the grocery store and picking up magazines on the rack and building a business off of an idea. What do you think ILCA came from? I thought of it out of thin air and created what you see using his system. And I say his system because it's my CMO, Mr. James Hendricks, has created this system. And you can use this to build ILCA or any business for your matter. What you want is to become a premier for $199. What you get is affiliate headquarters, 2-way calling, calendar integration and follow-up, email marketing automation, review, listing, and monitoring, sales funnel builder, website builder, free live weekly training twice a week. He's training you live. And that is sometimes, those of you guys in the VIP group, you'll hear him say, hey, I'm about to create something, and it's like 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock. Who wants to hop on and watch? So you have direct access to him. Out of all the other funnels and programs out there, how many times can you call the CEO of that company and say, can you get on a private Zoom with me? And I've got some questions. How about never? No, you get the direct touch here for $199. And guess what? As a VIP, if you share this and others sign up, you're getting paid every single month. Let me show you what the back of it looks like once you signed in. You got the entire ILCA marketing suite, conversations, calendars, your contacts, your opportunities, your marketing, automation, your sites, training videos. This is one that's real key, the training videos. There's a video on everything that's literally walks you step by step on everything in this system. And then if you still get confused, you can hop on a training and get those questions answered and show you how to do it. We also have back here ILCA News that I use when I'm doing crypto talks in the morning. So we've got news of what's going on in the crypto space. This is our own system here. That's why you see pictures of me on it. Then we have also access to the other news sources I use, like Daily Hodl. Big news. Trader who nailed Bitcoin meltdown unveils fresh warning for crypto traders. Well, I'm going to cover that tomorrow morning. Russia reportedly considering crypto asset adoption for international payments. Top crypto analytics firm issues Ethereum well alert. Also Bitcoin news from Bitcoin.com area. This Tron now commands the third largest TVL in DeFi. The Fed's Christopher Waller wants 50 BPS rate hikes until inflation subsides. Everything crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin is up to 30,000 to start the week. So you get all of this as part of that system. And then it doesn't stop there on the marketing side. What if I told you that you have the opportunity to sit down in a room of experts for an entire week, and they're going to teach you from zero to building your first funnel to getting your own LLC and then doing your first sale before the week is even over? Well, we already have that coming up. And that is our Marketers Summit Live that's taking place. Ready to build your first 5, 6, or 7-figure business. Feeling lost, October 24th through the 29th. If you've ever heard of ClickFunnels before, this is the type of education that you're going to be getting here. June only pricing, $497. The price is going to go up every month by $100. Look at the day 1 all the way to day 5. We've got business ideas and niches, setting up a business properly, the building blocks of a marketing system, join the customer journey, attraction phase, the opt-in, nurturing prospects into sales, maximizing customer value, referrals, and reviews. Copywriting, advertising, graphic design, protecting your IT, integrations, funnel fixes, conversation domination, free traffic versus paid traffic for an entire week. This is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. So you have plenty of time to start to prepare for that. And anybody that already has the ILC, they purchased ILCA marketing, is going to go into a draw on, when is James doing that? It ends on June 1st. And whoever wins the draw, then our company is going to take your funnel and create the entire thing for you. How about that? By the experts are going to do it for you. So that's for those who have purchased ILCAmarketing.com. You want to get ILCAmarketing.com so that you have access to all of that. Here it is, ILCAmarketing.com. Make sure you're using the same email address you used when you registered for the 5-day challenge, because our system is tracking everything. Also, what's going to be happening is the month of June, I'm going to start doing ILCA presentation calls and training. And we will have slides that you guys can use if you want to do presentations yourself to your community. Because if you have a large community, they need crypto education. You provide it for them. You get paid for doing something, for bringing to them content. How cool is that? You get paid to do that. So those of you that want to do presentations, I'll give it to you. And we'll have trainings. And the only thing you got to do is not sell them on any of this stuff. All you're doing is inviting them to the 5-day challenge. That is how they get exposed to our community. Invite them to the 5-day challenge. It's as simple as that. So that is it for the 5-day challenge recap. We have a lot coming up. Tomorrow is our crypto talk for the Inner Circle. If you are not an Inner Circle member, you want to become one at ASAP. That's going to be tomorrow morning. Then we've got for those of you who are founders, we have our Internet of Things class tomorrow night. And then the clock resets in June as we get ready for the next 5-day challenge, June 20th. So you guys want to invite. If everybody just invited 2, we will more than double our numbers. If you just invited 2, what if you invited 50 to 100 each? Also, when you see our presentation, I'm going to show you guys how you can make $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month with all of the income streams that ILCA provides. And this is not even a network marketing company. It's just an affiliate. We're doing all the work. All you did was invited them to the 5-day challenge. Then you get paid. We've already paid out thousands of dollars in rewards. Now it's time. Who wants free Bitcoin? Everybody wants ready for free Bitcoin. So we've got our random draw that's taking place. Okay. So we've got our draw. Now, just to be fair, we had a situation where Robin said she didn't see her name. We've got names of everybody who completed their homework assignment. If you completed the homework assignments, then you go into the draw. So we got Sherry Sullivan, Sasha Brown, Roger Banks, Shirley Matthews, Chris Shields, Sue Williams, Dorothy Mays, Lisa Ragsdale, Nancy Rivera, Wendy Baird, Janelle Appling, Michelle Rubio, Patty Wiche. Patty, please let me know how I pronounce your last name, so I won't murder it every time. Darlene Horn, Demetrius Turner, Doreen Buckner, Mike Nowalski, Rick from Indonesia, Fallon. Those are the people that completed it. If you completed all the homework assignments and you do not see your name, we've got a couple of seconds to reach out and let us know. Joyce, Pat, is that Pat Amy? All right, I think you probably did. Okay, let me put Pat, Amy, Joyce. Spell the name right. Oh, easily. All right, is there anybody else? You did the homework assignments, you don't see your name. This is for $100. We're going to have 3 winners. It's going to win $100 worth of Bitcoin. Let me shuffle the names. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. Remove name from this afternoon's draw. All right, so we ready? Who's going to be our first winner? You know what I need? I need Steve and Pasha Carter. Got that cool wheel spinning. I'm going to get that next time. So here we go. First winner is Demetrius Turner. All right, Demetrius. Where's my pen? And Marnita, do me a favor and write these names down. We got them. I'm not looking. Sorry. Demetrius Turner is our first winner. Congratulations, Demetrius. All right, we ready for another one? We're going to pick another name. And go. Winner number 2 for $100 worth of Bitcoin. Pat Amy. Oh, look at that. Last name entrance. Came on the scene and got another $100. You know what that is? You just got your VIP money back. Spend $97 to be a VIP and win $100 worth of Bitcoin. All right, congratulations to Pat Amy. So Demetrius and Pat. And Pat hung out with us all day on Sunday. And when we were in Dallas for the ILCA meet and greet at the dinner, we went from, I only thought it was going to go from 12 to 2. Maybe at most, maybe 3. Maybe 3. We went from 12 to 6. And then from there, all the way to about 10, 10:30 at the Gaylord. We had a lot of time. But, don't be saying 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Went to 10 p.m. All right. We have a third winner coming up. Who's the third winner going to be? Ready, set, go. Mike Nowalski. All right, so we've got Demetrius, Pat, and Mike. Each will win $100. $100 in Bitcoin. You're welcome. Please make sure the three of you send me a private message with your Bitcoin address. Send me a private message with your Bitcoin address, and I'll send you over $100 worth of Bitcoin. Everybody else, you want to win $100 worth of Bitcoin? And it might be, here's the deal, guys. I want to give away a lot more. I want to be able to give away thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin in draws. But that is going to be dependent on you guys, how large our community gets, how many people upgrade to VIP. So if the more we have, the more money we have to use to give away. So in June, if we have, let me put a number out there. I know I'll increase it. If we get 500 people in the challenge, by this point, we should have thousands of people in the challenge. All of you guys are superstars with networks. We double or triple our numbers. I'm going to give more money away. And I'm raising the commissions that you guys are earning, the rewards that you'll earn. So, all right, so that is it. Congratulations to all of you winners. We encourage you to come back. The next 5-day challenge, start promoting it now. Our marketing team is going to have marketing material available for you to use so that you can share. Steve says, what is the process for inviting people to the 5-day challenge? Well, when you became a VIP, you also had the email came with the link for you and for you to sign up to become a promoter. Go back to that email, your welcome VIP email, follow the instructions. So instead of you sharing ilcachallenge.com, you will have your own link, ilcachallenge.com/ and whatever username you have. That's the link you use to share, so that anybody that signs up with your link is tied back to you. If anybody has any problems, now before I give you this answer, please check your email first. Also, make sure you white label in your, you may not know, in your email account, add the contact support@ilcasecrets.com, so that any email that's coming from my company, it will pop up in front of you. It won't go to spam or some other folder. And we say, I didn't get the email. Yes, you did. And then oh, there it is. So make sure you add it to your contacts so it pops up in front of you. How do I get the marketing material? Oh, if you're in the VIP group, you're going to get information about that in the VIP Telegram when that's all ready to go. And we'll end up posting it in the Facebook group as well, so that you'll have access to all the marketing material. And you're going to be hearing from James soon as well about a marketing system, ILCA funnel system that you guys will have access to as well. I want to pay money. I don't want to hear, well, I like other programs because I make more money. No, you're going to make more money here. And I want to make sure of that by you able to share it with others. I want to have people making $10,000 a month with ILCA from all the things that we have, just because you shared a 5-day challenge for free. That's it. And I have to say this again. We have a very diverse group of people that are involved in many different things. ILCA is not a competitor with anybody. You can continue to keep doing what you're doing anywhere else. This is just to help whatever you're already doing. I am not in competition. I'm not a threat to any other company. I'm not a network marketing or affiliate company. Okay? Just want to make that clear so that nobody feels, oh, my people are leaving or brand is cross-recruiting. No. There's no recruiting. We're just helping people to learn crypto education. All right, is there a payment plan for the October marketing? I'm not sure what you mean, Darlene. Are you talking about the October event? Well, no, it's just you got to pay. Right now, it's $500 and something, and it's going to go up $100 every month. So that's just you pay that one time, or $497. Yeah, it's going to go up to $597 in the next month, and then $697. At the door, I think it's $897. So there's no payment plan for that. All right, everybody. VIPs, thank you very much for all of your participation and sharing. And I want to see you guys, those that's quiet in the back of the room. That's the looky-loos. Don't be scared. I know you wait to let others ask questions. I want to hear you ask questions. There's no stupid question here. Don't be afraid to step on up and speak up and share your experience, because you never know. Somebody out there needs to hear what you got to say. They're not going to always like what I say and can relate to me. They're going to be able to relate to you. So June 20th, let's make that the biggest 5-day challenge we've ever had, so that we can explode the month, the summer months. Also, I forgot, I got to add one more thing. We will be doing more Bitcoin type boot camps, Saturday boot camps around the country in different cities. So for me to do that, I need this community to be larger. So the more people we have, that means the more budget we have to be able to do things and go out there to different cities. So it's completely in your hands. Whatever cities I come to is based on where our members are. So that's coming up as well. So thank you guys for participating. I'll see you all on Crypto Talk tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, thank you, Darlene. If you earned a commission this month, I cannot pay it unless you send in the W-9. So send it in ASAP. I cannot pay you the commission to you. This is a business. You know, it's ILCA LLC. I gotta cover all the bases, and it feels good that I got a payroll. I'm paying people, right, on that side of things. All my life, I'm trying to get paid. No. You're somewhere when you start paying others. That's what I love to do. I'll pay you guys. All right. So with that, we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Thank you for being here tonight. Also, all you VIPs will get an email with a link that looks like this. I will show you that will have all of the recordings. Well, VIP members, click here. You have all the recordings of the previous courses. So those of you that's always asking about that. And not only you'll have them from January. All right, you can go back to January's 5-day challenge and watch all of them. January, February, March, April, May. On your own time, you have the opportunity to do that. That's another thing that the VIPs get. But I got to tell you, it might be the same information, but it's not the same. Every month, it's different. So with that, thank you guys. See you all tomorrow morning. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.